I'm Donny Dunn, and these are some of my favorite and most effective food alternatives. They help me to stay on track when I lost 150 pounds, and they can help you stay on track on your weight loss journey. Let's go! What's up guys, Donny Dunn back again. It's been a while, so thanks for still being here and thanks for supporting me. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about some of my food alternatives that I used or still use to stay on track. Tom, one of my subscribers, thanks for this idea. It's taken a little while to have it come to fruition, but here it is. Hope you enjoy it and hope everybody else enjoys it. Let's get started. So as anybody knows, anybody who is in the middle of their weight loss journey or has completed a weight loss journey and is now maintaining, sweets are the hardest thing to give up on your diet. And what I had to do living a low-carb lifestyle is I had to give up sweets. It's not an option when you're low-carb. Luckily though, there are alternatives that you can use to help if you do end up having cravings or just want the occasional sweet treat without the guilt. So I'm going to show you a couple that I use that are my staples and my go-to sweets when I need them, and they help me to stay on track. They don't kick me off the wagon, so let's get right to it. First one, Atkins dark chocolate almonds. The food that they are replacing is a Hershey's chocolate almond bar. As you can see on the screen, the nutritional value in the Atkins bar is far more conducive to a low-carb diet than the Hershey's bar. What I do is I have one pack of those to replace what would have been the Hershey's bar back in the day, and carb count is just tremendous here. I mean, you've got over 20 carbs in the Hershey's bar versus 2 net carbs in the Atkins replacement. And if you're a little bit confused on net carbs and how they're calculated and what they mean, there's a link in the description below. It will explain everything, but to a low-carb dieter, net carb count is everything. And I look at that as my baseline for foods that I'm going to eat. So definitely the chocolate almonds from Atkins are a lifesaver here, and definitely a better alternative. So if you're looking for something that will help keep you on track, or you're trying to kick a lot of these sugary, chocolatey foods, go for these. You won't be disappointed. Another one of my favorite foods when I was indulging in all that junk before were Snickers bars. I love the shit out of them. Well, luckily, Atkins is back to save the day again. So these Atkins Indulge bars, they mimic the taste of Snickers without the excessive carb cravings for more sweets, and are another lifesaver for us, for those of us that can't have high carbohydrate foods. I take one of those to replace one of the Snickers bars. These are a little smaller than Snickers bars, so naturally the calorie content will be lower, but even if you double them up or try to come up with something the same size and weight as a Snickers bar, again, the sugar drop off is amazing, as you can see from the screenshots of the nutritional value above. And just another option for you that can help you to cut calories, to cut carbs, and to keep you on track. They're a lifesaver to me, they help me, and they'll help you too. Next up, cauliflower. Mashed cauliflower, cauliflower rice, cauliflower pizza crust. It can be used for so many damn things. It really is the ultimate hybrid food, and it's probably the best food alternative for everything. I mean, people make low-carb sushi with cauliflower. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You could do low-carb mac and cheese with mashed cauliflower. I mean, really, it's a jack-of-all-trades type food. You miss shepherd's pie, the mashed cauliflower can be one of those layers. It really is tremendous. I can't say enough about it. There's way too many foods to do a comparison of the carb count in there, but I did look up some information. So if you wanted to compare stuff like a cup of potatoes versus a cup of mashed cauliflower, you can measure it cup for cup, gram for gram. I just did a default 100 grams versus 100 grams. It's about a cup each, give or take. It's not exact science here, but it definitely serves a purpose in trying to lend the comparison here. So just from a calorie perspective, potatoes versus cauliflower, you've got 77 on the potato side versus 25 with the cauliflower side. So already you're cutting calories. Carbs, you got 17 there versus 5 on the cauliflower side. Net carbs, you're looking at 2 or 3 for the cauliflower. So an instant winner there. And for my regular subscribers, or for anybody who has seen my other recipe videos, you knew that I was going to go there with this. The sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle from McDonald's. Probably one of my most favorite fast food items to get through the drive-thru ever. We all know how great it tastes, but being low carb and trying to eat on a healthier diet, we know that this food is an impossibility for us. So what did I do, or what do you do when that happens? You make a goddamn low-carb version for yourself that you can enjoy and that everyone else can enjoy. So you can check the video that's on screen right now that has the full recipe, the full cooking guide. I highly recommend it. Let's do a little comparison here. My version versus McDonald's version. As you can see on the screen, look at the carbs, the difference in carbs, 48 to 5, that's huge. That's the core of this recipe, that's the core of this food. So we get all the taste and all the goodness of a McGriddle without the guilt of all those carbs. So it's really a tremendous breakfast food. I highly recommend it. Next up, beyond that, is the actual protein pancake itself. Check that video out as well. I recommend that. That has the entire recipe. There's a couple versions for this. There's a really lower fat version, and then there's the normal version. Both of them are still relatively lower in fat and yield 2 or 3 pancakes at a time. I don't know exactly the one-for-one comparison with calories and carbs to regular pancakes because I'm not sure the volume that they indicate online, but I did a quick search. And let's just say 2 regular sized pancakes versus my recipe, which yields 2 or 3 depending upon the size you make them in the pan. The carb count is just, again, ridiculous here. You're looking at 44 for regular pancakes versus my protein pancakes, which are 5 carbs total. And definitely you're getting something that you're not getting in regular pancakes. You're getting a high protein count, which is crucial for your protein needs, crucial when you're working out. I'd say it's a win here, folks. And that's really it. I didn't want to dig too deep into this. I just wanted to provide you with a few ideas and a few foods that I use to help keep me on track, and they can certainly help to keep you on track. Again, my subscriber Tom, thank you for the recommendation. I'm glad I can finally make this video come to fruition. If I can just give you guys a couple extra pointers also in addition to some of the foods I mentioned here, I would just recommend trying to cut calories and carbs from anywhere you can. If you're big on ketchup, there's reduced sugar ketchup that you can use right away. Stay away from those packets at the fast food places. I mean, it's all going to start somewhere. Start small if you have to. Use Splenda or Truvia in place of sugar. That should be #1 priority. Don't drink your calories. Anywhere you can reduce calories, do it. Get off regular sodas, get off sugary drinks, go diet soda or go sugar-free where possible. Speaking of diet soda, let me just tell you something. I don't buy into the bullshit that this is bad for you. When you're dieting and when you're trying to eat healthy, if diet soda, a 0-calorie, 0-sugar drink, is being labeled as the devil for you or is the worst thing that you consume, fuck everybody else, man. Because diet soda is what saved me on my journey. I drank diet soda even when I was off the wagon. And can you imagine how much heavier I would have been if I drank regular soda while I was eating like crazy? I would have been 400 or 500 pounds instead of just over 300 pounds. So I don't buy into the fact that diet soda is bad for you. I think it's bullshit. I think if you're eliminating 90 to 95% of the shitty food that you eat and that's your worst vice, I think you're doing okay. However, I don't drink diet soda anymore, and I'll tell you why. I do buy into the hype now that diet soda does increase your hunger cravings. And here's how I found out. I knew there were articles about it. I thought it might have been bullshit before till I experienced. I had been trying to switch from diet soda to seltzer water or straight water for a while now, only because diet soda does have you know, different things in it, you know, the sweetener, whatever other flavors they use to put stuff in there, so it's not exactly all natural, and I just wanted to be as pure as I could with the stuff that I put in my body. So if I could eliminate that, only the better for me. So I started to wean myself off of it, started to go with seltzer water or just water. What I realized is my addiction wasn't to diet soda itself, the flavor, it was to the carbonation. And I learned that the carbonation was really what I was addicted to, that fizz, that little burn. That's what I loved about it. So that helped me to get onto seltzer water instead of diet soda. But one thing I noticed too is my hunger cravings and food cravings would drastically reduce when I went off the diet soda. I would go 2 or 3 weeks at a time with seltzer water back to diet soda because I would just crave the diet soda too much. I wanted it. But I noticed when I started drinking the diet soda again, I would get hungrier. So that's where I bought into the fact that, yeah, maybe there's some truth behind that. So if you want to give it a try and you want to help try to eliminate some of your cravings and some of your hunger, I would definitely recommend switching from diet soda to seltzer water. Just think of it as a 3-step drop. Regular soda, diet soda, seltzer water, boom, you're golden. So yeah, I mean, and if you can't, look, no big deal. You can get by without it. I did. I was fine. I lost all the weight while drinking tons of diet soda, so it's not a bad thing, but I do think it'll help to reduce some of your hunger cravings. I want to thank everyone for joining. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support of the channel, and thanks for sticking around. More content to come. I'm Donny Dunn. Thanks for watching.